daily sigh of relief. If you're an entrepreneur trying to keep up with what actually matters, this is for you. I go live every business day at 6 p.m. Eastern, and to the very best of my ability, I give you everything that I think matters in the entrepreneurial world across business, AI, markets, platforms, and policy, all in 15 minutes or less. And then if we have time, we hang out and you guys chime in and tell me what you think about stuff. So if you're overwhelmed, you're like, man, there's no way I'm ever going to be able to keep up. Yes, there is. You just tune in here every single day at 6 p.m. I'll keep you up. I'll do that for you. I'll help you. If we haven't met, my name is Qasim. I'm a welfare baby turned self-made multimillionaire. I help entrepreneurs who already have a real business but want clearer steps, better tools, and smarter ways to grow in a post-AI world. If you want the Daily Sigh delivered directly to your inbox, go to dailysigh.ai. Let's dive in. Our leading story comes from Yahoo. OpenAI CEO calls for urgent global AI regulation. Now, I will say, Sam Altman, in spite of possibly ordering a hit on one of his employees, has been one of the more responsible proponents and I don't know what AI thought leaders and repeatedly talks about the need for global AI regulation. Here is the problem, Sam, is we're in an arms race. We're in an arms race. And so you can't have, when you're in an arms race, you can't have one party regulate themselves because the other party will just sprint out ahead. So as much as I understand the need for lip service in terms of AI regulation, it's not that I disagree with it. It's that it is a practical, logistical impossibility. If any of these nation states gets out ahead, that's, I don't know what, the next 250 years of supremacy. So what we're talking about here is really significant in terms of it's like a land grab, man. You know, I mean, we've discovered a new continent basically, and you're saying, wait, let's talk about the flora and the fauna. From the Yahoo article, the transition from a technical problem phase to a regulatory compliance phase has officially begun. Future competitive moats will not just be about better models, but about building systems that are compliant and ethical from day one. Ethical is interesting. I put ethical in air quotes. Here's my question about ethics. Go ask ChatGPT about the Federal Reserve or the central bank or 9/11. And I'm just curious what kind of conversation you have. The deeper pattern here, we are seeing the end of the Wild West era for AI founders as the primary creator of the boom signals for a slowdown. All AI regulation will really only pertain to normal people, in my soft and humble opinion. For everybody, you know, in the upper tiers of control and or government, they're going to have the guardrails taken all the way off, which should piss all of us off. From Bloomberg, India's $110 billion money bomb. Reliance Industries to build sovereign AI infrastructure. I realize this doesn't feel extraordinarily pertinent to small business owners, and yet it is, because the internet was, you know, Thomas Friedman wrote a book called The World is Flat, which more or less articulated the idea that the internet had brought the world into kind of this even playing field. And we were all participating in kind of the same form and ecosystem. I think the post-AI world is proving to be very, very, very different than that. We're seeing something like AI sovereignty. From Bloomberg, the AI race is hitting its picks and shovels phase. Real power and wealth are shifting to the green energy-backed data centers and the hardware layers. There's a growing dichotomy between Western regulatory anxiety and the aggressive economic acceleration of the global South. From the Business Journal, AI productivity paradox, gains lagging despite massive tool adoption. Not a shocker. If you see the way that people use AI, they do it poorly. According to the Business Journal, recent data shows that measurable productivity gains remain stagnant for many businesses because they are plugging AI into broken or legacy workflows without rethinking core processes. And man, dude, I think they nailed it. Here's the problem. Bill Gates has a fun quote. Interesting person to cite right now. And yet, here we go. Bill Gates said that automation applied to an inefficient system only amplifies the inefficiency. Same thing is true for AI. AI is like automation on crack. So if you can't take AI and put it into a broken system and expect it to fix it. You actually have to have a fixed system first. AI needs to be bottom up, not top down. Back to the Business Journal. This is a warning for owners against shiny object syndrome. Paying for AI tools without a clear strategy for process change is a recipe for wasted capital. My strong advice to you is get somebody who knows AI and inject them into your business. If you don't have somebody like that, hire one. I happen to have written the book. It's the greatest book on hiring ever written. You can have it for free if you go to thehireBook.com, or you can just hire one of my EAs. Go to ParetoTalent.com. Would love to staff you with somebody. Next story comes from Reuters. The canary in the coal mine. This is interesting. Las Vegas sees 20% profit drop as tourism wanes. Las Vegas visitor numbers have dropped 7.5%, the sharpest decline outside the pandemic in decades, causing profits at major operators like Caesars to plummet by 20%. That's interesting. A 7.5% drop in visitors would cause a 20% drop in profits. I guess that makes sense. Not all visitors are created equal. Back to the Reuters article. This is a critical signal that discretionary leisure spending is drying up. Entrepreneurs should adjust Q2 forecast as the post-pandemic fun spending boom hits a wall. The deeper pattern here, tourism is often the first domino to fall. This midweek fade in demand reflects a hardening of consumer anxiety that will eventually impact B2B and other D2C sectors. Y'all, I think this is exactly right. Spot on. Time to tighten your belt, depending on the industry that you're in. If you sell ammunition, then I think that your time is coming. SaaStr founder Jason Lemkin replaces his entire team with AI agents. A SaaS veteran replacing human SDRs and AEs. I don't know what an AE is. I know what an SDR is. What's an AE? Somebody in the chat, hit me up. Help me. A SaaS veteran replacing human SDRs and AEs with 20 AI agents managed by just 1.2 humans proves that agentic workflows can now handle high-value revenue tasks. This marks a radical pivot in operational leverage, allowing businesses to scale revenue without traditional overhead of human sales teams. Oh, my goodness. I learned this today from my good friend Perry Belcher, one of the smartest people in the whole wide world, easily the smartest marketer alive. Google is rolling out a feature where they will help consumers comparison shop by actually making robocalls to various businesses. And if that business doesn't pick up the phone, they don't get the opportunity. If they do pick up the phone, but they have a hard time interfacing with the robo AI, they don't get the opportunity. So the new rule is having AI answering as part of your business, at least AI to AI. I don't know exactly how to deal with that pivot. It's almost like if you are a robot, press 1. If you're a human, press 2. Then you give humans to humans and robots to robots. It's like digital segregation. Some smaller stories. One from Retool. Enterprises ditching standard SaaS for custom AI tools. 35% of enterprises are replacing standardized SaaS with custom tools built through vibe coding. Why it matters. AI-assisted development is making custom internal software faster and cheaper than paying subscription fees. Y'all, this is huge. This is the type of thing that changes entire markets and ecosystems. There was a Daily Sigh story yesterday, the day before, that the prediction was 50% of enterprise SaaS ends up being shot in the back of the head. And so the fact that 35% is already heading in that direction means that prediction is probably being pretty modest. If you haven't played the vibe coding game, do it. Go play with something. Lovable, Bolt, Replit, Claude Code, something. It's crazy how easy it is. My 10-year-old vibe codes his own games all the time. He showed me one yesterday. He vibe coded a game where he was a scorpion, and the scorpion like has to hunt things but also survive heat waves, and it can level up. It's brilliant. It was amazing. From venture capital, Battery Ventures closes $3.25 billion AI-focused fund. I don't know why that matters. Capital remains abundant for high-quality AI infrastructure and software plays. That's it for the stories of today. If I missed something, please feel free to hit me up in the comments, wherever it is you happen to be watching. I go live on Facebook, YouTube, X, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Thank you, everybody who joined live. Cosmo, appreciate you. Falze, Hamza, Couch Chile, Harsh. What up, Harsh? How are you, brother? Seed Oil. Oh, that's Frida. Hey, Frida. Alfredo. I appreciate all y'all being here. Curious if there's a story that I've missed or something that you saw come across your desk. Please feel free to drop it into the chat. Would also be interested in how you feel about some of the AI infrastructure gains and the fact that people who deploy AI aren't actually seeing real measurable increases in productivity. That's not been true for me, to be honest with you. My AI utilization has been extraordinarily impactful. I get so much more done. It's actually a little overwhelming, interestingly. And so I guess I'm on the fringe. I'm also a little better at AI than other people. I'm definitely not the best, though. I'm around the best. Would be interested in y'all's opinion. Do you think that what would you say? Has AI resulted in a net positive impact for you? Yes or no? Hit me in the comments. I'd be really interested in your opinions, your inputs. If you want the Daily Sigh delivered to your inbox, you can go to dailysigh.ai. We can deliver it to you weekly and or daily. I go live every single business day at 6 p.m. Eastern. So I will see you here tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern time.